When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
Florida. It's so good to see you again.
I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Oh, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop. What are you
Viva San
doing?
Augustine!
Hey.
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these.
You're 9? Oh,
Nice castle! But you're going to need a moat.
well, I'm 493.
You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles.
I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy?
Oh, he's really good.
Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Let's keep it under the water.
You dare go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny, sharp sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles.
Oh, 2 against 1. That's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Ah! Oh, gracias, senorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my castillo.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
Ah, Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Okay, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop. What are you
Viva
doing?
San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493.
You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles.
I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Just keep it under the water.
You don't go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny shark sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles.
Oh, 2 against 1. That's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him and I was like, ah!
Nice.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my castillo.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
become memories. When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
Ah, Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
On a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop. What are you
Viva San
doing?
Augustine!
Hey.
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493.
You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles.
I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Just keep it under the water.
You don't go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny sharp sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles.
Oh, 2 against 1. That's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Ah! Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him and I was like, ah!
Nice bow.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my castillo.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Okay. On a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop. What are you
Viva
doing?
San Augustine!
Hey.
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493.
You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles.
I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Just keep it under the water.
You don't go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny sharp sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles.
Oh, 2 against 1. That's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Ah! Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my castillo.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have all the experience and support you need if you or a loved one suffer a trucking accident, car accident, or wrongful death. We're here to help you get up and hit back. Visit us on the web at 904hitback.com.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
being in Florida, you know, I'm a little,
I know.
little
People are
concerned with
sensitive
hurricanes.
to that. Boy, you look down the beaches, people gathered, having a great time. Waiting for the racing to start. This is the final practice. We are heading out. Moto number 1 is going to be starting in just a few minutes. And we can have Courtney Mims head on up here in about 5 minutes or so, Courtney.
All right, final practice going out. Sport boats look like Tommy Bonacci on that West Coast HX out there. Is that Bonacci, the bomber? Looking good. I haven't seen that boat in a long time. All right, we got a nice contingent of sport class riders here this weekend. Look down the lineup. Sports stock looks to be exceptionally competitive. Beautiful morning here in St. Augustine, Florida. Just about ready to get started with round number 2 of the Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross National Tour, powered by HydroTurf. Our final practice of the morning out on the water right now, the sport boys and girls. And our officials starting to get into position. Kevin Scott getting his array of flags ready down there. And he's going to make his way out to the tower. Oh, boy. Lisa's struggling out there. Somebody might want to give her a hand getting up on that tower, as she is dealing with the surf out there, you guys. I want to give these girls a hand out there, guys, getting up on that tower. I'm not used to dealing with these waves coming and getting a little bashed. Oh. AJ. All right. We got. Oh, goodness. We are excited up here in the tower. We are ready to go. We know this is going to be a great day of pro watercross racing here in St. Augustine. And got a lot of real fast sport boats out there in the water right now, finishing up their practice laps, getting this race course dialed in.
It's exciting on the water. I'll tell you, up here at Tower of Power, sounds like we're going to have a choir singing the national anthem. That's right, Paul Lair, Ray going to join Miss Mims and belt out our national anthem. We're going to have that in just about 4 or 5 minutes here.
And one note to all of our sport holders and sport pit crew, Sport Open is going to be our first moto. So once these riders come off the track, they're going to have to perhaps gas up, get prepared for the first race. That is Sport Open is going to be race number 1, Sport Open. So all of you people that are supporting the Sport Open riders that may be on the track right now for practice, you're going to want to alert them if they don't already know. You should have checked the pit board by now, of course, but that will be the first race, Sport Open. And we are just about ready to get rocking and rolling here as the sport riders come off the track for practice. Once that last rider comes off the track, we are going to do our opening ceremonies and then start racing.
We'll go racing.
Absolutely, man. I am pumped up for the racing here in the surf in St. Augustine.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. Take a look at the wave action here.
Yeah, I was just
saying this morning, the wind will come up later, and boy, hasn't it. You're too small, dude. They're going to hurt. Wait a minute, you can wear a national anthem.
All right.
The heavy stuff's not going to come down for quite some while.
You know, I keep racing. I don't think the heavy stuff's coming down for quite a while. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, Paul there.
All right, sport class, Sport Open, first race on the line.
We have got the best crew, man, pro watercross.
Ready to start today's events.
I think we're having too much fun already. No such thing. Paul Lair, best attitude on the beach right here. Okay, we are just about ready to start racing here in St. Augustine, and as always, we are going to begin the event today with our opening ceremonies, and that is going to begin with race promoter AJ Handler delivering our prayer for the day.
Oh Lord, let us bow our heads. All right, let us pray. Almighty God, we thank you for a great day. The Pro Watercross Tour pray for our safety for these great racers and their pit crew. And oh Lord, thank you for blessing us, and we give thanks to those that served in the military. We live in freedom, we worship in peace, and for that, we give great thanks. Amen.
Amen. Thank you,
Amen.
AJ. Gentlemen, everybody please rise. Gentlemen, if you would, please remove your caps. Today we have from CBS Sports Network to sing the national anthem, Courtney Mims.
Thank you. All right. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, our very own Courtney Mims from CBS Sports Network. Well done. Thank you. Knocks it out of the park once again.
Courtney Mims laying down the tracks.
What a way to start pro watercross racing here in St. Augustine. Thank you, Courtney. Absolutely wonderful as always. All right, Kurt Nolenberg, what do you think, buddy?
I think we need to get this paperwork to somebody out there. That's who I need. Who we got?
Man, welcome everybody. Round number 2 of the Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross National Tour, powered by HydroTurf. Our live stream brought to you by Jet Trim, and we are about ready to go racing here in the surf of St. Augustine. The ocean started off pretty calmly earlier this morning, but that wind has been blowing in right dead in. We're facing out east towards the Indian Atlantic Ocean, and that wind's been blowing out of the westward, and I'll tell you what, Kurt, it's already picked up some steam.
It's perfect for us. As the first race gets ready to line up, the surf's going up, I'd say at least a foot, and the wave action, they're coming in closer together as the wind's driving it in. And once we get boats on the water, it's going to get a little bit rougher. It's going to be fine out there. First on the line, Sport Open.
Boat number 13 out of Davie, Florida. On the Broward Motorsports, Cabrera Motorsports, Judge, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, Showy Works, Sammy Niemi.
On the number 72 Yamaha out of Mims, Florida. Sponsored by 2020 MXG.com. Hamilton's, Jet Pilot, HydroTurf, and Jet Lift, Johnny Smith.
Number 77 out of Osteen, Florida. 48 years old, Glenn Young.
On the number 100, all the way from Gilbert, Arizona, he's on a Commander. He's sponsored by Commander Industries, Jet Trim, Works H2O Designs, Lone Star Trucking. It's Riven Harris.
Boat number 116 out of Ackworth, Georgia, riding for Farthing Racing, Jet Pilot, and Jet Trim. The always smiling one, Devin Farthing.
And rounding out the field out of West Park, Florida, on that 222, sponsored by Thug Custom Cycles, All Tool Rental, it is Tom Killer Keller. That's the lineup for Sport Open, Mr. Lake.
A lot of talent in this first Sport Open class. You know, I saw Johnny Smith earlier this morning, and he loves the waves, and he had an ear-to-ear grin and was like, yeah, this is looking good. I'm excited about racing today. And so let's keep an eye on Johnny Smith because What a talented lineup in this
Well,
first
I know,
race.
you know, Johnny did really well in Sebring.
Yes, he
and,
did.
Was talking to him after the race and said, man, I'm so thankful to see you out there because the year before he had a lot of mechanical problems.
Yeah, he sure did.
Those are cured now, and look out competition. Johnny Smith is coming with a head of steam.
So everybody holding those boats up right on the beach until the last possible second here as the course marshals head out. The first challenge of the day was getting our scores out onto the tower out there. Lisa Simpson, Doreen Nolenberg, they had their hands full. I watched Lisa try to get through those bumps coming in, and she got tossed a little bit.
Well, she wanted to do a water test, make sure it was safe for the rest of our riders.
Exactly. Always outlook.
That.
Always, on the outlook for the safety of our crew.
I
and
was
riders.
putting it out there for everybody else.
So we got John Bonkowski out there, Andrew Schaefer. See Craig Johnson here on the beach. Our outstanding course marshal crew.
I'll tell you what, man, these guys are fully committed to safety.
Absolutely right on the tower. Aforementioned Lisa Simpson, Doreen Nolenberg. Who else is out there? Is that Portia? Hey.
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 All right, Fonz.
Hey.
Fonzarelli.
Hey.
All right, what are we doing here?
You just stated yourself right there.
Dude. Yeah. See the Fonz now.
Oh, the Fonz doesn't look the same, does he?
Not even close.
Isn't age brutal?
What a great actor though, and Henry Winkler.
Yeah, I just saw a picture of him and Richie Cunningham together. To take a recent picture.
Right.
What memories of that show? Wow.
Richie looks almost identical, except for he had hair back then.
What a great.
All right, here we go.
Oh, finally,
Kevin
here we
Scott
go.
Says, let's go, boys. Race number 1, Sport Open to the line.
much more challenging. Look at where these waves are breaking, Kurt. They are coming in right on the starting line, and this is going to pose a huge challenge for our holders. Yeah, the riders are going to be in the boat. You know, they're going to be on the blasters, but the holders really. This is really a tough challenge.
I will say, up here in Florida, we got a lot more experienced holders as well as riders for the surf.
Yeah,
you know, these guys.
Question.
Hopefully, most of them have done this before and know how to do it safely, because there really is an art to holding in the surf.
Yeah, no, this is to be taken seriously. I bring that up because that is such a challenge, and if you've never been around pro watercross racing in the surf, you'll watch and see, keeping these boats lined up straight, and the angle these waves are coming in at, they're not coming straight on shore, they're coming at a slight angle, and that poses even more of a challenge, because every wave is going to push these boats sideways, push them sideways, and these guys are trying to keep those blasters lined up straight. And the bigger the boat, the more challenging it is, because there's more hold to pick up that energy coming in on the beach and breaking. And more dangerous because they're heavier. The ski's a little bit less of a problem, but the bigger the boats, the more challenging. Our starter, Kevin Scott, says, let's go racing.
Fire them up. We're ready to go.
First moto of the day, Sport Open.
We got a rider out there doesn't know he's going to miss his race.
We got some great riders, great talent in this class. Sammy Niemi, Johnny Smith, Glenn Young, Riven Harris from Gilbert, Arizona came with the Commander team. Devin Farthing, Tom Keller. I mean, this is going to be a good one. This is all very, very fast riders have been competing for a while. Even at the young age of, Riven Harris at 16. This kid can fly on a blaster, man. It is going to be fun to watch him go.
Yeah. Well, he and Sammy Niemi have had some battles in the past.
Oh, haven't they?
Johnny Smith, with his newfound horsepower and longevity, keeping that thing running for an entire weekend. We could have 3 or 4 abreast coming across the line, and of course, Devin Farthing. Come on now.
Tom Keller getting situated there, getting spun back around the right direction. Looks like Sammy on the line, closest to us, number 13, the Broward Motorsports Blaster.
Next to him, Devin Farthing. They're on the inside. Everybody else on the they're on the outside. Everyone else on the inside. Right hand start here.
Sammy, 15 years old now. Devin Farthing, 17 years old now. Man, how could he be 17? Holy cow.
I know, right?
Incredible. Looks like we got a good place for a start here. Oh, man. Is that...
Farthing got a drive there, huh?
Is that Farthing with a huge jump, it looks like, on the outside?
Oh, man. A lot of our riders not...
Oh, Farthing just
quite getting it there.
Charged out of the starting line. And he's already opened up a sizable lead on this first lap.
Yep, Devin Farthing making the turn onto the front straightaway. He has got the lead. He is large and in charge behind him. Tom Keller. And coming up behind him, Sammy Niemi. Niemi trying to get by Keller here.
As they bounce down that front straightaway, half in the water, half in the air.
Johnny Smith right there in 4th position. We said it would be tight at the front, and except for Devin Farthing, we got a 3-way race for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Oh, Niemi trying to make a move on Keller. Niemi trying to dive inside. Oh, the wave throws him up. They're side by side as they head to the back. Straightaway Rick Lake. Looks like Niemi gonna make a move. Can he hold it wide open?
Yeah, not just Niemi.
Wow. That was Johnny Smith went from 4th to 2nd, and now Nimi passes him back.
That is incredible racing down that back straightaway, but you know what? Devin Farthing's not having any of it. He's out by himself out in front. He's absolutely checked out here in the early stages of this Moto 1, a Sport Open. Devin Farthing just absolutely rocketing down the front straightaway here in St. Augustine.
Well, he has more than the front straightaway lead, and this is literally the first complete lap. So Devin Farthing, barring any mechanical or brain farts, it's his race by far. Look at this now. Killer moved down, and here comes Johnny Smith. Smith trying to make a move on Keller. Wow.
Yeah, Sammy Nimi moved into second place behind Farthing on that last lap, and then Johnny Smith did likewise, getting around Tom Keller and moving into third. So right now it is Farthing, Nimi, and Smith running 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Keller with Glenn John right behind him.
I can't believe Devin Farthing. I mean, look at the gap he has opened up here in Sport Open on that blaster. Farthing, again, 17 years old, out of Ackworth, Georgia. Of course, the son of legendary champion Dustin Farthing, racing on the Farthing Racing Jet Pilot Jet Trim blaster, and he is just absolutely assassinating this field here in in Moto number 1. Wow, I am blown away at what a gap he's got.
Halfway through now, and don't forget, he's also related to Talon Farthing, who we'll see a little later.
You bet.
All right, Sammy Nimi coming down the front straightaway as Devin Farthing looks over. 6 buoys back is Nimi, and he is about 4 buoys in front of Johnny Smith in third. Keller kind of starting to fade just a little bit as Glenn Young tries to reel him in. Up next, though, just wanted to make sure that Pro-Am Runabout, Box Stock, Pro-Am Runabout GP, you guys should be heading to the line. We're at halfway flags. You should be there right now.
Yeah, Riven Harris didn't make this when he's on the starting list, and I know he's here and not on the water here in Moto number 1, so disappointed not to see Riven out there because he is so fast.
I see his boat there
on these blasters. Yeah, his boat's on the beach, but he's not racing here, unfortunately.
Maybe it's in Sport Stock, race 4.
Well, I'm saying he was listed here in Sport Open, so I expected to see him out there and not so much. Pro-Am Runabout GP, Pro-Am Runabout Stock. Up next, you guys should be making your way down to the staging area at this time. Down the front straightaway. That is Sammy Nimi.
Nimi doing his best, but Devin Farthing is he's gone.
Devin's untouchable here.
Well, and he's riding really well. If you watch him, he's relaxed on the boat. He's up over the bars. He's absorbing the surf, with his legs, not trying to do it all with his arms. And he is just riding a spectacular race. And he's doing it on a spectacular boat. That thing is a rocket ship.
He's definitely got a fire lit there, and had a little mishap in one of the motos in Sebring. And I know his dad was kind of giving him the business about it after the races were over. So, and he's just got that smile on his face, and doesn't say too much. And just a great young man. But I think his dad made a point with him.
Yes, he did.
I think it stuck with him, and he came out here on fire here in Moto number 1.
Yeah. White flag out, 1 lap to go. Devin Farthing, large and in charge. So he's going to make that final circuit around the St. Augustine course. Second position, Sammy Nimi, about a quarter lap behind, and he is a quarter lap ahead of third place. So these riders putting everything they got into this Moto number 1. The thing is, they've got 2 more motos today, and anything can happen later on. Looks like Glenn Young having a problem.
That is number 77 out there, just slowly nursing that blaster back towards the beach as the white flag's out. Last lap here in Sport Open Moto number 1. Yeah, the conditions are going to do nothing but get rougher as the day goes on. So by the time that third moto comes up this afternoon, it's going to be a real test of your physical ability.
No question. You see Glenn bringing in that blaster with the hood up to let that exhaust leak get some air into it. His crew going to help him take care of that thing.
Starter Kevin Scott on the flagging tower with the checkered flag held high for number 116 Devin Farthing as he takes the win easily here in Moto number 1.
Yeah, good job by Devin, and what a way to start the day. A great race. Only one dropout. Looks like they might be able to fix that machine before the next time they come through. Up next and on the line, Pro-Am Runabout, GP Pro-Am Runabout, box stock. We need Clayton Snyders and Neymar on the line.
Well, good to see Claude Clayton here too. You know, we talked to Tori and Troy Snyder yesterday, and really pleased to see Claude come back here on that Pacifico Beer Sea-Doo.
Yeah, that AOMC sponsored machine.
One of my favorite sponsors, Pacifico Beer.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's a great sponsor to have, you know.
Yeah, your eyes lit up.
For those 21 and over, at least.
I agree. Tom Keller going to finish this race.
Oh, these guys got their system pretty dialed in.
Yeah.
Getting in and out of the water. These
Florida boys know how to run the
not their first rodeo. All right, Kurt Nolenberg, Rick Lake up here on the tower, and just getting started here in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Round number 2 of the 2021 Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross National Tour, powered by HydroTurf, and of course our live stream brought to you by Jet Trim this season. And man, we're just getting going. What a beautiful, beautiful weekend this is going to be.
It is absolutely gorgeous here in Florida. For those of you who couldn't make it, ha ha ha. Change your priorities.
That's not right.
I know it's not.
You should
nice,
be here though. Really. Got to say, St. Augustine, we love it. We came here last year for the first time in August, and I just kind of fell in love with the place. Beautiful town with some of the greatest history in the country right here. So first city settled in the United States, and all the history that goes along with that, and
home of the Fountain of Youth,
Ponce de Leon, and
home of the number 1 pick in the NFL draft.
We could, yes, it's Jacksonville Jaguars, and we could probably both use a little visit to the Fountain, I suppose.
Oh, I'm going to go fill up my cooler, my IV.
Yeah, exactly. I need an IV drip from the Fountain of Youth. Got the CBS Sports Network cameras here capturing all the action this weekend.
And for those of you that are racing, if you get GoPro footage that is good and you'd like to see it on CBS Sports for the lap of the day, yeah, you'll get your name up there. Your sponsors will know that you're out there doing what you can to put their name in front of their potential customers. All right, wave action already at the top of the poles out there. Man, this water is coming in quickly, Mr. Lake.
Yep, tide's coming up. The tide's going to continue to come up for probably, I don't know, about another half an hour or maybe just a little longer. So The pool's filling back up right now.
The pool. I like it.
And we will enjoy that. And then, of course, we saw that monster low tide last night here, which will occur much after we finish today.
All right, here we go.
Well, keep an eye on Torrey Snyder. Boy, Torrey Snyder has just turned out to be, he's learned the runabout racing game quite quickly, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Torrey is on the outside. His dad, Troy, on the inside with Claude Clayton, Seth Neymar.
And
Looks like we're missing one.
And, of course, Troy Snyder still recovering from a knee surgery that he had last year. So he is probably not at full strength, I would guess, right now.
Well, he may
very
not
fast,
be, but he's tearing up that inside course. Here comes his son making the turn. They're going to be side by side. Troy makes the turn, doesn't cut off Torrey. Imagine that.
Torrey goes right by Dad.
Yeah, he's like, dude, get in the back seat. Gotta love it.
Wow, and you know, nobody's happier than Troy Snyder right now to see Torrey out there just tearing it up again, where he left off in Sebring.
Yeah, how difficult do you think Troy's going to make it for Claude Clayton to get by?
We'll see.
Come on
I think Torrey, last year we saw that he was getting fast quickly.
Yeah, no.
But I think for you and I both, at least for myself, I'll say, in Sebring, that was a real eye-opener.
Yeah, well, last year at the World Championships, he put it down. He really had a great weekend. And, boy, he has continued to get better during the offseason. You look at him now, he's won every single race in Florida so far.
Yeah, he came out, like I said, a couple weeks ago in Sebring against a strong field with, his dad. Here in the runabout ranks with Torrey Snyder, 17 years old. Now, I'm sorry.
No.
He just turned 18.
He is an adult now.
Yeah, he sure is. And just turned 18, and that's a young age for pro runabout racing.
Yeah, well, that's it. But come on, look at his dad. He grew up with it. We were talking with Troy yesterday. I was talking with Troy about a race in California in the early 90s that my son was competing against Troy. And it's like full circle.
Right, exactly. And I think he is having more fun with Torrey racing than he's ever had.
That's what he says. I believe him.
He just lights up when he talks about Torrey.
Honestly,
it's pretty cool.
It's the way it works for dads. Whoa, Torrey.
Well,
whoa, Torrey getting a little crazy there on that front straightaway.
We'll have to watch him. We're coming around the next lap.
Yeah, we are. So we got to watch for the Joker Boy, folks. The Joker Boy is the green one. You see the sheriff's boat out there with the light. You'll see a green buoy just to the right of it. That is the Joker Boy, and each one of our riders must take that buoy at least one time during every race. So every time they line up, there's going to be some strategy as to when and where they're going to take that Joker Boy.
Yep.
Let's see what Torrey Snyder does. He's making the turn. Nope.
Well, I have a feeling he's going to go around another buoy on this lap called the makeup buoy. I have a feeling. We shall see.
It would be wise
if
of him.
He takes that outside split, which he does. And let's keep an eye on young Torrey. I shouldn't say young. He's not that young. That's 18's a full-grown man.
AT, adult Torrey.
And he does. He goes around the makeup buoy with no problem. He's still got a sizable lead in front. He's just running away, man. This young man is just a rocket out there on that Snyder Yamaha.
Boy, look at Troy, his dad, coming right after him. Troy coming back from a horrific leg injury from last year. You see Troy in the pits, and you look down at his legs, there is a significant difference in the size his newly repaired lower leg and the one that didn't get the repairs. He is working hard to get back in shape.
Definitely some muscularity. No question. Of course, Torrey sponsored by Snyder Built, Judge Motorsports. You know, Tim Judge doing a lot of the tuning on that. Dean's team does those the tunes, and Jet Trim and Yamaha all help out with the Snyder racing effort.
Yeah, and you can't do this, especially at the level that these guys are at, without that kind of support. You need companies, standing behind you with their products and their knowledge. And wow, I'll tell you what, Snyder Racing certainly has that. And as we look, our man Matt out there physically ripping that steel pole out of the ocean floor and bringing it close to us. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that.
Yeah, the Snyder racing effort is full on. You know, these guys put a lot into it, Kurt.
Yep. They got a call. Amateur Ski Stock. I only see one boat on the line. Amateur Ski Stock, you're on the line. White flag is out. Final lap in Pro-Am Runabout GP and Box Stock combined. We need race number 3, Amateur Ski Stock, to the line immediately.
One more time down that back straightaway. Torrey Snyder with a nice lead in Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock.
So it looks like Torrey's gone fast enough. He's going to win both Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock and Pro-Am Runabout GP.
Well done.
Amazing. I'm assuming he's on his Box Stock machine.
Yeah, I would assume as well, as that is the... Actually, he goes back around that makeup buoy one more time.
Just to be sure.
And the checkered flag comes out from the tower as Torrey makes his way down the front straightaway, full throttle one more time. He'll take the win here in moto number 1.
Second position, his dad, Troy Snyder, keeping it real, staying right there behind him, Claude Clayton.
Keeping it real.
Go to the positions and get the last ball.
Amateur Ski Stock, race number 3. On the number 22, Kawasaki, out of Beaufort, Georgia, self-sponsored, Kirsten Frost.
Number 36, out of Naples, Florida, on the Yamaha, Stephen Hayden.
On the 36B, out of Miami, Florida, Raphael Aids.
Number 85, out of Miami, on the Yamaha. 85 out of Harrison, Tennessee, on the Kawasaki, Kevin Rowe.
On the 99 Yamaha out of Social Circle, Georgia. He's sponsored by Easy Ski Hitch Haulers, Rehab Wraps, and Pro Watercraft. It's Danny Newman.
Number 127 out of Phoenix, riding for Commander Industries, Blosian, Team Faith, Works, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot. That is Rylan Webster.
On the 192 Yamaha out of Naples, Florida, sponsored by Jet Ski RX, Joe Surratt.
Number 220 out of Mansfield, Ohio, riding for Lucor Automotive Services and Liqui-Moly on the Kawasaki, Ryan Stevens.
On the 336 Kawasaki out of Middleburg, Florida, self-sponsored, Melissa Martin.
And number 913 out of Denver, North Carolina, on the Champion Power Sports Yamaha, Charlie McGuinn.
That's our lineup. Amateur Ski Stock, race number 3. We are ready to rumble.
Well, this is our first time seeing Rylan Webster, 13 years old, out of Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, the son of legendary industry veteran, tuner, builder, and overall commander guru, Steve Webster.
The commander of the commander.
The commander of the commanders. And, those of you that have been around a while know Steve from UMI for many, many years. He was the guy that made things happen for a long, long time there, supplying and supporting riders all over the globe at UMI. Everybody kind of got to know Steve during that time period. I think he'd been around a while.
That's right, man.
And he probably so. And gosh, known the guy for 30 years, I think, or so. And it's so amazing now to see his kids. His wife Brittany here as well made the trip from Phoenix. They did a road trip, and what a great time for the family to go on the road racing cross country on the Pro Watercross Tour. They're here in St. Augustine. They'll be in Panama City Beach next weekend, and really fun to see that take place. I know for them it's what a great experience for them.
We see it every year, right? And honestly, it's one of the best things you can do for your family. Take your kids and or grandkids around this United States of ours, get to see what we're really about, meet the people in person, not socially, not over social media, but actually in person, see things, the Grand Canyon. It's a lot better in person than it is on film.
Well said, absolutely. It's memories of a lifetime for these kids that get to go on the tour and get to travel around and race jet skis. And if I were a kid racing jet skis, boy, who would I want tuning my boat for me? I think Steve Webster would be my first choice, right up there.
Yeah,
definitely be my first choice to build me a race boat.
I like Steve, but I'm going with Tim Judge.
That's good. That's a great choice as well.
Right? Can you go bad with either one of those?
No,
I don't think so.
All phenomenal.
And of course, if you would have said Tim Judge, I would have been, well, I'm getting Steve Webster.
Yeah, exactly. Now, and there's many great tuners, but those guys have been doing it at the highest level
for a couple of weeks,
for a minute or two,
a couple of decades.
Oh, you're hitting that shark energy now, huh?
Yeah, got to get a little burst.
You need a burst? Heaven.
I know,
Heaven
right?
help me. Well, all right, here we go. And looks like, is that Andrew Schaefer out there giving him or is that John?
That is...
I need my binoculars.
That is Craig, I do believe. No,
that's Andrew. Andrew out there giving him the what's what? Of course.
Give him a high four.
High four. Okay, here we go. On the line.
Got a problem over here.
Amateur ski stock, moto number 1. This is going to be a good one.
Danny Newman out of Georgia having some issues, trying to get a 2-minute hold, wants to get that boat going. See some other riders, they're raring. Looks like he's
99, closest to us, Danny Newman right there, that we can see him. He's closest to the tower.
Better be looking forward.
85, perfect jump out of the gate.
Wow,
That's Kevin Rowe.
Ryan Stevens hit that exactly wrong. It went straight up in the air, going nowhere as the rest of the field
and
tries to go.
85, Kevin Rowe hit it exactly right.
Yes, he did.
And just launched out of the gate.
Yeah, that gentleman
and
out
into
of
the
Harrison,
lead.
Tennessee, 43 years old. He's got some experience. Kevin Rowe, almost made a mistake there.
Looks like Charlie McGuinn on the outside behind Rowe in second place on that outside split.
He's got on the inside.
Try to get a bead on the inside split here. Looks like a blue Superjet. Can't quite make him out right now with the sun the way it is. So that's Rowe still out in front.
Battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth.
192 behind McGuinn is Joe Surratt in third place right now.
Yeah, Surratt had a good ride in Sebring. He's out of Naples, Florida.
So 85, Kevin Rowe out of Harrison, Tennessee, 43 years old, out in front right now.
Kevin Largen in charge.
He's on that SXR 800 Kawasaki.
Is he?
Looks like McGuinn's on the Superjet. Yamaha Superjet in second.
many strokes does that Superjet have?
There's a couple there, I believe.
A couple of strokes.
A couple of them, yeah. 192, Joe Surratt, also on the Yamaha Superjet, in that third position right now as they go down the back straightaway here in Sebring, Florida. St. Augustine, Florida.
Augustine. Boy,
where
Surratt,
am
just
I?
as you were saying that, hit the turn buoy at the corner onto the back straightaway. So watch for the third rider. He should be taking the outside makeup buoy.
Well, Kevin Rowe got that great jump out of the gate and is leading, and he's just he's very smooth and very under control, not riding crazy out there at all, but maintaining his lead. Just very, very still style. You notice that?
Yeah, it's
very calm.
Reminds me of well, I don't want to say Jeff Jacobs. That's quite a comparison.
Let's not go there.
Not that, but that relaxed, straight up riding style. There's some similarities.
Charlie McGuinn in second, 913 on that Superjet, and 192 Surratt in third still.
I did not see. Did the Surratt go around that makeup buoy?
Didn't notice. Looks like Danny Newman Newman
oh.
in fourth.
Noonan. Looks like fourth position, getting a little close to going over the top of that buoy. It's like the third rider already that we've seen go up and over a buoy in these surf conditions. And it's not horrible surf, but if you're not reading that water and paying attention, it can take you all kinds of places. Looked like we had somebody go off course.
They're bouncing around out there, all over the place.
Exactly. Yeah. The hard stuff's not coming down for a while.
It doesn't look too bad, except for I would have lost a couple of discs right by now out there myself.
A couple of discs?
Yeah.
In your spine?
Yeah, they would have shot out. They would have shot out across the beach and knocked somebody out.
Man, you go full on TT after that. Oh, look at this on the front straightaway. Got a little overtaking going on. Ryland Webster going down the front straightaway. First time in the surf, Rick, and I'll tell you, not bad.
Yeah, they don't have waves to practice on too much unless Lake Havasu starts blowing. Of course, we've seen Lake Havasu have bigger waves than we've got here.
Oh, by a factor of I was going to say 10, but at least a factor of 4.
Yeah,
I've seen 8 to 10 foot waves.
It can get pretty burly out there.
Right before the factory tents went flying. Yeah, it's scary. These riders doing a great job out here in the surf. Had a couple of bobbles here and there, but for an amateur ski stock class, these guys are going off. It looks like Kevin Rose still with the lead.
Yeah, he's hanging on to that lead out in front. Boy, he got the jump out of the gate and has never looked back as he went down a little bit there, heading onto the back straightaway. Fatigue probably starting to set in just a skosh on the latter stage of this moto. You know, unless you are just completely tuned in and fit to, an unbelievable level, this is a very demanding course here in St. Augustine with these conditions.
You are so right, Rick. I mean, this microphone is getting heavy. I'm glad we were doing those 12-ounce curls.
Well, you got your Shark Energy over there, man.
Oh, man, so I'm feeling fit now.
You're firing up, aren't you? I can tell already.
I can feel it coming on. Looks like we got a battle in the splits, inside and outside. Rider on the outside had the advantage. Is that Charlie McGuinn on the 913? Oh! And as I say his name, he hits the dismount button. McGuinn in the water.
Yeah, that is Charlie out there. That's a shame. He had a nice second place, a firm hold on second place, and that has evaporated.
Is that Webster coming off the outside? What's the number of that boat?
It's like 127. Rylan Webster really picking up the pace here.
Wow.
In the latter stages of the moto, he came down that front straightaway on the gas.
Well, not just that. He was tearing it up through the outside split. And he's making another pass. Webster going off. Look out, folks. Rylan Webster in this waning moments of this moto going at it, Rick.
The rider he went by went on the wrong side of the buoy to begin with. As he passed him, I think he looked over and what are you doing?
Dude, what do you follow me?
That's this way. This is the way. Let me show you how this is done.
All right, white flag, 1 lap to go. That means we need Sports Stock to the line. Sports Stock, as soon as these boats come off, you guys need to be on the line with your holders. Sports Stock.
85, Kevin Rowe takes that white flag.
All right, we're going to hold off for a little bit in Sports Stock, and we'll do a course adjustment after this moto. So, guys, hang on. We'll call you out and give you enough time to get to the line.
All right. So Kevin Rowe all by himself out in front, number 85, our race leader. He really has had a good moto from the very get-go. He jumped out of that gate and was gone.
Yep.
Timed it perfectly. And has had a great race here, moto number 1 of amateur ski stock. So he's looking good on the final lap.
I'm going to dispute that. I don't think he's having an out front race. I don't think he's even having fun out there. And nobody will come and play with him.
I disagree. I love being out front by myself.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, another rider down over here.
You feel like you're bad, you know? Like, hey, I'm smoking
Oh, they
these
got
guys.
rolled up over there.
Oh.
They got spit because, man, that thing is out there. You got 2 riders down.
Rylan Webster went down on that outside part of the course, headed onto the left side. He went down momentarily. Back up and underway. We'll have to sort out the scoring now because we've had so many changes.
Oh, man, no thank you.
And some lapped riders. So
look at this, side by side down the front straightaway, white flag out. Ooh. Got to leave a mark.
Yeah, Kevin Rowe takes that checkered flag. Nice ride by Kevin here at moto number 1. Looking real good. Kevin out of Harrison, Tennessee, 43 years old on that Kawasaki SXR 800, and he just absolutely dominated.
Yeah, he had a great ride going out there. You see our sport boats starting to come in, but guys, we're going to adjust the course, so take your time. We'll call you out.
A momentary break.
Ken Waddle's crew, if you guys want to bring them back in, that's okay with us.
I think they're going to move those. Checkered buoys in a little bit so the riders can get a better view of the scoring tower.
I think that would be fun.
Which is a good move. So we are going to move on to sports stock, but like we said, it's going to be just a couple of minutes while we reposition, I believe, those start-finish line, the finish line checkered buoys. I'm guessing that's what's going to take place here.
And once again, we're going to do some course adjustment. You've seen our course marshals out there moving the checkered buoys. Encourage you to let those skis in, make it easy for us. Race number 4, Sports Stock, will be next. Yep. Well, you know what? You know how to piss off a thief, Robert Sand? You let him steal any of your...
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. Tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit.
And Lone Star Truckin', Riven Harris.
Back on the water, number 110 out of Bradenton, Florida. Riding for Snyderville, Judge Motorsports, Dean's team, Jet Trim, and Yamaha. In this case, on the Sea-Doo. Is that correct?
Sea-Doo HX.
Yes, it is. Okay, Torrey Snyder.
On the 116, Yamaha out of Ackworth, Georgia. Sponsored by Farthing Racing, Jet Pilot, and Jet Trim, Devin Farthing.
Number 201, rider to keep an eye on here out of Delray Beach, Florida, 25 years old. Riding for Mark Landis Racing, Riva Racing, IPD Graphics, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot on the blaster, Christopher Landis.
On that 222 out of West Park, Florida, sponsored by Thug Custom Cycles and All Tool Rental, Tom Keller.
331 out of Jacksonville, Florida, riding for Wade Shape and Performance, 44 years old, Sam Tyre.
At the 521 out of Ackworth, Georgia, he's sponsored by Farthing Racing, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, 14 years young, Talon Farthing.
And rounding out our field for sports stock, number 999 out of Avon Park, Florida, riding for Atlantic Industries and Stanley Racing, 38 years old, Dusty Burry.
That's our lineup, sports stock. We are ready to rock.
I was listening to hear if we had the Dusty Burry fan club here like we did in Sebring, but I didn't hear them this time. But they were loud in Sebring. They had a great cheering section.
Well, I think the wind might have held them back just a little bit. They're
very well could be
downwind of us. We got any Burry fans out there today?
There they are. They're here. It's like on that outside closest to us. Ooh, I'm trying to get that number. That is that the Polaris? That's the Polaris.
Yeah, that's Hayes on the Hurricane.
The Hurricane. The unaptly named Hurricane.
That is Rex Hayes. Right next to him, Torrey Snyder, Ken Waddle. Looks like, can't quite see that next number there. Oh, that's Christopher Landis on the 201.
521, Talon Farthing with a great jump. We'll see how they sort out going into the first turn. I just happened to catch Talon rocketing out of that gate.
Man, he was on the band. Not that there is a band, but oh, that thing went sideways. Talon collected himself, put it down, and never backed off the throttle. Talon Farthing.
Nope, that's see, let me double check that. Is that Talon? That's Devin that's taking the lead now.
Oh, is it on the 116?
Yes, it is. On that outside split, but yep.
So Devin, followed by Ken Waddle. Looks like
Riven Harris.
Riven Harris in fourth. Hayes looks over. Harris is right there.
What a great battle! I think that was Matt Johnson.
Oh, was it?
Maybe. Let me double check that.
Is it on the 999?
Yeah, that was Matt Johnson in that little skirmish there for just a moment.
Boy, he scored it right out there. Is that Johnson in second now?
No, he is in fourth.
He's in fourth. All right.
Out by himself once again down that back straightaway. It is Farthing, Devin Farthing, 116, the race leader.
Man, he's opening up a lead. And that thing is still picking up speed at the end of the straightaway.
And of course is a close competitor. Those guys have battled. Riven Harris.
Yeah.
On that number 100 out of Gilbert, Arizona, 16 years old. And this kid can absolutely fly on a Yamaha Wave Blaster.
Well, watch this. Riven Harris taking the inside split. Almost everyone else has been taking the outside split. Let's see how it works out for Riven. Riven coming back. He was in third position, and he's going to be on line but not have the speed. Let's see. Can't quite get there. But he gained a couple of boat lengths.
Devin is just out in front and trying to check out once again. That was well, Riven Harris, I think he lost a lot of what happened that time. He was
he got rider down right in front of us. Is that 201? Christopher Landis?
That sure is. Wow, that is huge.
Front runner's
huge.
Going down. Now look at this, side by side.
And he's going to come in.
Waddle and Hayes going after each other.
And Landis comes in. That is shocking.
He knows that boat well. If there's a problem, better to get it fixed now than run it into the ground.
Definitely got a problem. That is unfortunate for Christopher Landis because he is always a threat for the overall in sports stock, any sport class for that matter.
Right, exactly.
So that's too bad to see early on here.
Trying to see what's going on. All right, out on the water, Devin Farthing continuing to lead.
Not sure what happened to Riven Harris there. He was up there and then he just dropped way back.
Yeah, he's back in sixth position if I have it correct now. Here comes Farthing.
That's Talon Farthing coming by right now. 5:21.
Whoa. The Talon sticks. It goes sideways, but stays on the boat.
And Tommy Bonacci replica coming by. That West Coast Sea-Doo. Boy, I haven't seen that look in a long time. Since the mid-90s.
Is that Wyatt Hayes on it? Is that the number 43?
I have to check that. I don't know. Waddle comes by.
All right, Veteran Ski GP, you're up next. Veteran Ski GP. 5 of you.
Crazy. Halfway. Flags are out here in Sports Stock Moto number 1 here in St. Augustine, Florida. Round number 2 of the Liqui-Moly Pro Watercross National Tour, powered by HydroTurf. Our live stream brought to you all over the world by Jet Trim, and we are seeing some good racing action here in Sports Stock.
Where is Torrey Snyder in all this?
He is back just a little bit, and I'm not sure of his position. We've had so many changes. That split section has produced a lot of...
Yeah, it's working. It's working. I'll tell you what, as I look out there, I see, Torrey's got Sammy Needy behind him, like top riders going at it. But nobody's challenging Devin Farthing.
No, here comes Devin right now down the front straightaway, and he has opened up a tremendous lead, just like he did in the earlier moto in Sport Open. Ken Waddle, I believe, right there in second place, keeping Farthing somewhat honest. If I'm not mistaken, Waddle does still have second.
Yeah, there's nobody else near him except for Hayes in third. Oh, and as we say that, he just made that, didn't he?
Yeah, that wasn't good, but Matt Johnson comes by. Yeah, Ken Waddle putting in a good ride here, moto number 1.
Yeah, Matt Johnson is on fire right now. Looks like that second cylinder decided to kick in.
Oh, man.
Man, he is reeling in. What, third position? Johnson is swing wide, try and make the pass, getting onto the back straightaway. Not quite enough there, but he is really moving up. Here comes Talon Farthing. Making a charge.
Here comes Devin down the front straightaway with that race lead, coming by the scoring tower.
One more time.
Yep, and Waddle behind him now down the front straightaway in second. Waddle having a good ride here, moto number 1.
Yeah, he is having a great ride. This will be his best ride this year so far.
Yeah, Ken, 50 years old, out of Davie, Florida, riding for BMS. Team Mean, Exotic Signs.
Look at the battle behind them. 3 abreast, including Riven Harris. These riders are battling amongst each other. Who's leading that triumvirate there?
That is just a real...
Is that Matt Johnson?
Battle. Matt Johnson, right number 99 in front of him. And then 277.
Looks like Revan's boat is not have a lot of top end.
I would agree.
I think he needs to prop that thing up for saltwater or something.
Yeah, something's not happening with that number 100 out there. He's just not on. Has the speed.
Not him. Yeah,
that's just not the speed he normally shows. To be sure.
Yeah, and you can see it. They're pulling away from him.
Yeah, so something's not happening there with that.
Oh, rider went down. Who was that?
White flag comes out for Farthing.
See a rider?
Yeah, somebody's down out there, go way out there.
Yeah, and our course marshal's going to pick him up. Thank you very much. White flag out, final lap. We need Veteran Ski GP. Headed to the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got y'all. Thank you, gentlemen.
That was 86 Rex Hayes out there going for a swim, and he looks to be back up and okay, getting back underway, which is great. Final lap here in moto number 1 of Sports Stock.
Rex, the senior member of the Sports Stock group.
Yes, he is.
53 years young.
And, you know, Devin Farthing just destroying this Sports Stock class, as he did earlier today in Sport Open.
Yeah. And as he did.
It's Tori Snyder coming by right there, number 110.
Yeah, Tori liking that HX, especially in the surf.
Seems to be.
I was surprised it didn't have a Yamaha motor, but it is the stock class.
Number 13, Sammy Niemi comes by, takes the white flag, 1 lap to go for Sam.
Was that it tucked in behind him?
And 331,
Sam
Tyre coming there. And here he comes, taking the checkered flag. What a great day going right now for Devin Farthing.
Look how close Ken Waddle was there. Sorry, Rick Lake.
Yeah, Ken Waddle really got on the gas there at the end and put the pressure on Devin and took a good, hard-earned second place for Waddle.
And Devin just looked behind him and saw Ken there and then looked back and said, really?
And it looks like Matt Johnson hanging on for third unofficially.
Whoa, what a drive. In fourth. Yeah, it looks like Tom Keller squirted in front of Riven Harris right at the line there. But that'll be for the scores to judge, not us. All right, going to race number 5, Veteran Ski GP. On the number 3 Yamaha out of Fuquay Marina, North Carolina. He's 56 years young. Self-sponsored, Ralph McGregor.
Number 19 out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Riding for Commander Industries, Wade Shape and Performance, 61 years old, Pete Natchigall.
On the number 85 Yamaha out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's sponsored by Team 332 Racing. It's Dustin Higdon.
Number 627 out of Moneta, Virginia. Riding for the PWC Doctor, Jet Pilot, Hydroturf, STB Racing, SML Signs, and Pro Rider Magazine, 36 years old, on the Kawasaki, Jonathan McCreary.
And rounding out the field out of Niceville, Florida. He's on Yamaha mounted, 52 years old, sponsored by Action Sports Direct New Zealand and Commander Industries, the 811 of Aaron McConkey.
So Veteran Ski GP, these guys, you know, this is guys in their 50s and 60s in some cases racing GP skis.
Yeah, for those, the uninitiated, you must be at least 35 years old to join this class.
Yeah, and so we got some guys that got some years under their belt, a lot of experience, and in some rough conditions here. This is my hat goes off to these guys.
I'll tell you what, Ralph McGregor, we've seen him be dominant out there. But Aaron McConkey was on fire in Sebring. It'll be interesting to see how these two battle. No love lost between them.
And Pete Natchigall, 61 years old on a GP1 Commander, man. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool, dude.
My hero.
No doubt.
So this is GP. And I don't see number 19 down there yet. Oh yeah, maybe he's on the outside or the inside over there. Yeah, Yamaha Superjet, Commander GP1, SXR 1500, you name it. That's on the starting line here in Moto number 1 for Veteran Ski GP. It's race number 5 on the day here in St. Augustine, Florida. Beautiful St. Augustine. The beaches here are just gorgeous. It's just kind of rustic and beautiful. Sand dunes with natural grass growing behind us, and just absolutely beautiful here. Love it. Moto 1, Veteran Ski GP on the line. Here we go. Oh, somebody got a little anxious. Gonna bring them pulling back a little bit. No rubber band here in St. Augustine primarily due to the surf. Not really necessary. You can use them in the surf if you want, or you don't really need to. Starts, while extremely critical in pro watercross racing normally, in the surf, not nearly as critical as there's so many other factors that will determine the outcome of the races. It's not just, it's really far from the rider with the fastest boat that's going to win. It's really the rider with the most skill and conditioning that will likely come out on top in these conditions. Like number 3, Ralph McGregor with a nice jump. It's like 627, Jonathan McCreary on that big Kawasaki SXR 1500, gated well, riding for our buddy, the PWC doctor. Veterans Ski GP. So that is McCreary on the inside. McCreary, youngster in this class, 36 years old, out of Moneta, Virginia. Let's see where they merge. It is going to be McCreary hanging on to the lead. And number 3, Ralph McGregor on that Yamaha behind McCreary in second place. As they make their way around on this first lap onto the left-hand side of the track, come in towards the shore momentarily, and then make a right-hand turn and start heading back out towards that back straightaway. Pretty fast racing, wide open course here. This is really a test of your ability and your strength and conditioning here in St. Augustine. That's what it's all about. Can you charge the entire time? And that is quite a test for riders, particularly as you get into this veterans group. And of course, our leaders, a spry 36 years old. And we got some guys in their 50s and 60s, which, like I said, I take my hat off to them because I'm a little jealous that they are that studly being out there and competing on these GP skis. I'd like to see a lot more guys in this veteran ski class.
Well, it darn near piss you off, wouldn't it? These guys have tremendous skills. And I'll tell you what, absolutely, Pete Nachital, at his age, this guy is ripping it.
As our leader, McCreary, comes down the front straight one more time. 627 on that big SXR 1500 leading this thing. And then
that thing looks really big, right?
They are huge, man. They are big boats, and you see some little young riders that can just rail those things. They get down, they get back, they get down, and it's amazing to see them ride these big SXRs, and of course our little more mature riders here are a little bigger of stature, but really charging out there. McCreary looks great on that SXR. He's very comfortable on that big boat. And if you're ever going to find conditions that are really going to be favorable, I think, to the SXR 1500, this is really where you want to be, because you can use that size, that length, the stability, and the power, and put it to good use.
And the weight.
A lot of weight.
Yeah, back in the day, everybody was, and I'm sure you remember this, they were trying to lighten up the boats for better acceleration. And then they found out that adding about 20 pounds of lead in the front kept them hooked up, and they were much faster.
Well, and then, of course, that was when you had boats that made a
43 horsepower.
Yeah, like very little horsepower compared. This SXR 1500's 1500 cc's of four-stroke Kawasaki power that normally powers runabouts, and now that engine has become ubiquitous in GP ski racing. You know, whether it's a Commander, whether it's a Bullet, whether it's a Pro Force, pretty much all of them using those 1500 cc power plants from Kawasaki now.
It's mind-blowing that Kawasaki engines are powering the stand-up craft,
everything.
And yet none of their hulls are on the water.
Not in GP, but not in Pro Ski GP so much, but in Veteran Ski GP, leading this thing. And it comes down in this class. This comes down to rider ability and fitness.
No question.
I mean, that's it. You can be on anything out there. You can be on a stock two-stroke Superjet and win if you have the ability and the fitness, I believe.
Well, speaking of fitness, Pro-Am Ski GP, Moto number 1 coming up. And Rick Lake. Yeah, we're halfway through, so up next, Pro-Am Ski GP, Moto number 1.
And Rick, I believe... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, do you happen to notice the 550 over here?
No.
That's a gorgeous L&S.
Oh, yeah?
Wow, I thought you built it.
Oh, look at that.
It looks
that
like
is
a Serrano
absolutely
paint job.
gorgeous. Beautiful ski.
Beautiful.
Steve Strickland would be proud.
Yeah. Good to see you. Man, that
very
thing is
cool.
Beautiful.
But you know that, that thing's gorgeous. That new Yamaha Superjet is in this class as well. I believe that is Dustin Higdon riding that. It says 85, his number, but 86 on that new 2021 Superjet. I believe that is Higdon out there on that boat. So we're just starting to see a little trickling of the new four-stroke Superjets. Oh. And that was McCreary.
Yeah.
And he has just hit the wall, I bet.
Well, he's got a little bit of distance to make up.
He's up and underway, and...
is that first to fourth or third?
Well...
I think he's a lap rider out
yeah,
there.
McGregor was behind him, and he's just coming around right now. So McCreary could still be in the lead. Although, as you know...
Yeah.
Very unofficially.
Official results don't come from us.
Don't count on us for... You know,
I got your result right there. So
okay, you're getting silly.
No. I wanted to assist.
I'm not. You're getting no more Shark Energy drinks today, young man.
Oh, you say that, and yet.
I'm saving them for me. So I need them in the afternoon. You're starting too early.
You're not going to need them in the afternoon. The adrenaline rush of the pro watercross racing here in St. Augustine will keep you awake, Mr. Lake.
Yeah, there's no question about that. That is Higdon out there on that new Yamaha Superjet. For those of you that haven't seen that boat in action, he is out there on the left-hand side of the race course right now, all by himself. Beautiful looking boat number 85, dusting out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And, we'll see a lot more of those as time goes by, as we are on the white flag last lap here in Veteran Ski GP.
All right, Pro-Am Ski GP. You guys should be setting up to the line. Pro-Am Ski GP.
Oh, man.
You are up in one lap.
Oh, boy. It's going to get crazy here in just a couple of minutes, Kurt.
It's going to get loud, and it's going to get fun.
You're going to see some of the top riders on the planet here in just a couple of minutes. In fact, I'm not sure there's anybody on the planet that can beat Dustin Matsouras right now. I know there's a few that can give him a run for the money.
Yeah.
But when he's on his game, I think he can beat just about anybody.
Two riders, I think, maybe three. Maybe four, actually. The more I think about it, we have three other riders here that have challenged Dustin in the past for moto wins or beaten him. Single motos. Like Tyron Matsuras, ever heard of him?
Of course, Tyron. Tyron is right there. But we saw a great battle in Naples last year. Checkered flag is out, and that's McGregor, I think. 702, and then Dustin Higdon. So 702 has taken the checkered flag.
Jeb Zarzauer?
And we don't have a 702 on the list. So that's unfortunate.
That's Jeb's boat.
But we saw, an epic battle to finish the race season last year in Naples with Dustin and with Cam Powell.
Oh man!
And that ended the season last year, and certainly, Dustin was able to get around him on the very last lap, but it was good for Cam, to have that pressure and face that pressure from a multi-time national and world champion, and he looked very good doing it. I've expected big things out of Cam Powell this year, and of course, Matthew Richuk a couple weeks ago in Sebring looked nearly unstoppable as Matthew comes by us right now, warming up that number 15.
You're talking about Dustin, and we were lucky enough to have a long conversation with him yesterday. He's talking about Matthew Richuk and a lot of the other Commander riders. He talks about how these guys, if they have a prescribed formula for these boats, and if it's followed, they work. The only time they have problems is when people tend to deviate from that. So Richuk obviously listened.
Well, one thing that's interesting with Dustin, and again, talking yesterday, with him being one of the key, owners of Commander and developing these boats along with his brother Tyron and of course Steve Webster, is that when a rider wins on a Commander, if it's not him, it's still a win for him.
Yeah, and since there's nothing but Commanders on the line today, it's got a pretty good shot of corporate winning.
Whoa, wait a second. You remember a guy named Cam Powell?
Yeah.
That would be a bullet.
Oh, it would be a bullet hole.
So I think Cam Powell
might have something to say about that.
Might be the lone non-Commander on the starting line. We'll see. Jeb Zarzauer's listed in this one. I don't think that's accurate, though.
Well,
he was in the last one. Yeah, so I think it's going to be all Commanders and one bullet. So kind of interesting.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be a great race, Kurt. I get pretty fired up on this ski GP stuff. So
I think it's kind of a favorite for both of us.
Let's
go ahead.
Yeah, take a look. What do we got?
We'll start with the number 4 out of the aforementioned Syracuse, Indiana Mafia. 17 years old now. Kawasaki mounted, sponsored by Ignite Fuels, Jet Pilot, Bullet Racing, and Z-Force Racing, Zeke Kime.
Number 12 out of St. Cloud, Florida. On the Mark Landis Racing, Ignite Racing Fuels, Jet Pilot, RMH Racing, Speed Racing, Commander, GP1, Isaiah Washington.
On the number 13 out of Davie, Florida, Sammy Niemi.
Number 15 out of High Point, North Carolina, Matthew Richuk.
On the number 21 out of Indian Trail, North Carolina, Jimmy Wilson.
Number 2 ZA out of Epinyani, South Africa, Tyron Matsuras.
The double 4 out of Syracuse, Indiana, no one else but bullet mounted Camden Powell.
And number 50, also out of Epinyani, South Africa, Dustin Matsuras.
On the number 51 GP1 out of Miramar, Florida, David Cabrera.
Number 85 out of Biloxi, Mississippi, Jules Hopkins.
On the number 100 out of Gilbert, Arizona, Riven Harris.
Number 116 out of Ackworth, Georgia, Devin Farthing coming right back out here. Boy, he's already been out there for 2 motos today in sport. And one thing about this Pro Ski GP race, Whole Shot Award by Ignite Fuels in all 3 motos today. So thank you, Ignite Fuels, Derek Powell, for making that happen.
Yeah,
and the Whole Shot is going to get a few bucks in your pocket to go out to dinner tonight, right?
Well, that came directly from Derek Powell. He said Ignite Fuels has helped him so much. He's a believer, and he wants to share his good fortune. And he's going ahead and doing that by hosting the all three motos. So whole shot award, and we need a pencil because we cannot forget to remember who won the first one. We'll all know who won the third one.
Absolutely right.
Right.
You and I, we don't miss a thing. Are you kidding me? We're going to know exactly what happened, how it happened,
Joker
and where it
boys,
happened.
Miss boys. Wait a minute, we're missing the Joker boy. Wait a minute. No, we're not. It's right there. It's green.
So we got last round's winner from Sebring, number 15, Richuk, on the outside, closest to us, and here we go. Looked like Powell got a good jump on boat number. Oh, that's Zeke Heim with a good jump on boat number 4. And we got some carnage. We got a couple riders down. That's Isaiah Washington.
Oh, yeah.
And number 51.
David Cabrera.
That's Cabrera down right away.
Oh, look at Richuk on the outside. He is sweeping hard. They are battling on that outside.
Looks like Cam Powell on the inside split with the lead.
Who's going to get that $100 whole shot award? Coming off the outside.
Oh, that here down the front straightaway, just flying. Guess who? Number 50.
And look who's reeling in the second, Richuk. Richuk and Matsuris going at it. Mats with the lead. Here comes a young man on the GP1.
Yes.
Matthew Richuk trying to get up and pass his sponsor, Rick Lake.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Matthew coming off that big win a couple weeks ago in Sebring at round number 1. He is feeling it this year. He has got a well dialed in now and sorted out commander underneath of him. And look at him, put the pressure on Dustin. Dustin down the back straight away with the lead, but here comes Richuk in second. Wow, what a battle we got here. Moto number 1, Pro Ski GP. Dustin Matsuris, who may be the fastest rider in the world, has some company.
Yeah, well, there's no question. He is definitely, I will say it right now, fastest rider in the world. There may be one or two others that can keep up with him for a few laps, but for moto after moto, Dustin still reigns supreme right now. He's coming off the outside. Oh, digs in hard.
Yeah, makes
Here
a
comes
mistake.
Richuk. Richuk dug in, and he is starting to reel in.
Oh, here he comes.
Richuk going to drive around on the outside, cut inside.
Well, one key to the racing in this class today, Kurt, is going to be the endurance of Dustin Matsuris. He's been ill the last couple of weeks. He's coming back from an illness. You know, he actually had COVID.
Yep.
And he's been down for. He was in really top-notch shape earlier. He contracted that, him and his wife, and unfortunately, he wasn't hurt too bad by it. But he is not at his peak right now. And here comes Richuk. Richuk on the outside.
No, Richuk.
Oh, Richuk going to the Joker. Oh, my God.
I love this. Richuk keeping the power on. Is he going to try and get by? Now, was he going to go inside, outside? The outside's worked all day. But if you're going to try and get around somebody like Dustin, he's going to follow. Not a bad decision.
No, I think a good decision, actually. I think the outside's faster.
Yep.
The outside split is faster. I don't think there's any question about it. Almost everybody's on the outside split right now. And Matthew Richuk has the race in front of him. If he can keep up, if he can keep up with Matsuris, he has already got the Joker buoy under his belt. And if he can stay close enough, Dustin's going to have to take it. And that may allow Matthew, to take the lead. Well, we will see, because right now it looks like Dustin is opening up a little bit of a gap over Richuk.
Right now, Matsuris has enough of a lead to take the Joker boy and still remain in the lead. Matthew Richuk has got to make his move now. He's got to get closer, and there he goes. Mats going to the outside, and he has the lead well in hand.
Yeah. In third place now, back a ways, is his brother Tyron Matsuris, and I believe that's Jimmy Wilson in fourth. But look at the gap the leaders have opened up. Those two guys are riding their own race. Matthew Richuk is
taking the
real
inside split
taking
now
the
as Dustin's
inside.
taking the outside. Sorry,
Really
Rick didn't want to jump on you, but the left rider in front of him, and Richuk taking the inside. It's not going to work this time, but he's got to try.
Yeah, that a bad mistake by Richuk right there. He lost a lot of time, and he won't do that again. That inside split is way too slow, and so they'll stay on the outside. He had to try it. You're absolutely right. Nothing wrong with giving it a shot, but Matthew Richuk is riding at a level.
Whoa,
as I say that, he goes down. He's off the boat.
He is swimming like a
wow.
champion right now.
So that's going to allow Tyron.
Well, that's it.
Tyron goes by into second. Wilson bobbles as he goes around. It's rough out here, I'm telling you. That was the problem. I was a little surprised to see Matthew Richuk riding so well in these conditions compared to Dustin, riding at his pace. But it didn't last because you're not Dustin Matsouras.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, stuff happens. But there's still at least half the race for him to try and move back up. Now, I don't think he's going to catch Dustin for sure.
No, Dustin all by himself.
Coming in.
That's 51, David Cabrera. He just had a bad start, never got going. Dustin, look at him just in the air as the waves start to pick up. Look at the waves, Kurt. That is increasing, man.
Love it.
And Matsouras now, again, all by himself. As we said, when Mats is on, when it's Mats' day, there's nobody in the world that's going to beat him, I don't believe.
Yep.
Although Tyron Matsouras, his brother, probably the best bet to give him a run for the money. I'm
going to go with him or Quick Bosch.
No, I'm saying here today.
Oh, here today. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Although Riven Harris was up front, when he got a start, tell you what, I've seen him put some stuff together.
Yeah, we got a long way to go today in racing. Unfortunately, Matthew Richuk started out on fire, and one mistake cost him a lot, and allowed Dustin Matsouras to really scoot away here. Of course, Dustin Matsouras, his brother Tyron, and Steve Webster, the developers of this amazing Commander hull that is underneath virtually everybody here today, with the exception of Cam Powell. And Zeke Kime comes down to front straightaway, number 4 on the SXR 1500, the lone SXR 1500 in this race.
Boy, he is riding the heck out of that hull.
Here comes Dustin one more time, our race leader, boat number 50 out of Epinyani, South Africa. Multi-time national and world champion Dustin Matsouras, absolutely dominating here. Moto number 1 in St. Augustine in these rough conditions. His brother Tyron, and Tyron is the hull builder out of South Africa. Right. We learn it's his deal, building those hulls. Well, manufacturing them.
He's the assembler.
He is the assembler for Commanders, period.
Hey, Rick, I want to show you something. We're coming right through the checkers here as they start to make the right. We've got a hole that's developing there. I've been watching these boats start to dive further and further and further in as these waves pick up. Watch for people to come off right in front of us.
Yeah, the conditions are definitely getting better here as far as we're concerned.
Right, exactly. Somebody else may feel different.
We love this stuff. The bigger the better. Let's go. Bring it. Bring it, Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, bring it on, baby.
We want to see some Pacific Ocean type of action here.
That would be fun.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
8 to 10 footers.
Oh, man.
Beautiful, clean sets.
Yeah, Dustin all by himself now.
And there's a lot of that Dustin all by himself today.
Yeah, well, for a guy recovering from COVID, that's pretty mind-boggling to see him out there with this kind of a lead. But it's Dustin Matsouras, and nobody out-trains Dustin.
No. You see Tyron there in second position,
and he's
the only one within half a lap.
He's catching him.
Yeah. And third, who is third?
Tyron's charging. He's going. Tyron's going, hey, my brother's just had COVID, man.
I'm taking advantage.
I can catch him.
I'm reeling him in.
He is reeling him in.
And that's Cam Powell. That is Matthew Rinchuk trying to get by Cam Powell there for third.
That's the battle for third. Look at that. Matthew Rinchuk and Cam Powell, and Matthew gets by.
Yeah, Cam had that thing planted, but he left the door open.
Oh.
Rinchuk just jumped right in there.
Let's watch these two young guns go at it, man. This is good stuff, Kurt.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Cam goes down.
And, man, he lost 6 boat lengths.
Wow.
Nothing he could do. He was committed. That wave came up. He was airborne.
These conditions start to take their toll just a little bit. I'll tell you, Dustin is just... Dustin and Tyron are turning some lap times here, man.
Here comes Zeke Kime and
Jules.
Tyron.
That was Jules Hopkins that came by.
Ah, Jules.
Tyron working his way by Zeke. As Zeke is down a lap now, as is Jules Hopkins.
Tyron giving him a lot of room there.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Way wide.
Yes, he is.
It's way.
He'll pick his spot.
Take your time passing a lapper that go down.
You know, Tyron, a very, very fine rider in his own right, and just a click behind his brother Dustin.
Wow, look at this. Rinchuk really distanced himself from Cam, and he's going to try and run down Tyron. I don't think there's much chance of that unless...
Well, Rinchuk knows he wants to, if he wants to be on the podium, he wants to get at least a third here in Moto number 1.
Well, he's in that position now. White flag out. Final lap.
Dustin Matsouras absolutely decimating the field, a multi-time national and world champion, and quite possibly the finest pro ski rider in the sport today.
Oh, looking at Freestyle coming up after this race. But Dustin has this well in hand. Tyron still in second, and Rinchuk doing his best. And
Cabrera made it back out there after coming in. There they are, 50 and number 2, Dustin Matsouras. Tyron just came by. Here comes Rinchuk. Dustin down the back straightaway for the final time here in Moto number 1. Just absolutely dominating this race course here today. No surprise, but it's still amazing to see his ability. Such an amazing rider, man. As he takes the turn one last time, makes that right turn, headed towards the checkered buoys, checkered flag comes out, and Dustin Matsouras takes the win here in Moto number 1, and man, that was a performance, Kurt.
Gotta love that. Well, Dustin's going to take some of Derek Powell's Ignite Fuels money.
Yes, he is. Number 2, Tyron Matsouras, is going to come in on that number 2 boat in second place. Oh, Powell try to charge up, I believe, behind Rinchuk.
He's pushing hard, but
Matthew's going to take it. He's going to take third, and oh no, that's Zeke Kime. I'm sorry. So Dustin takes the win. Tyron in second, and Rinchuk in third.
Yeah, and there is Rinchuk. Yeah, that was Jules Hopkins. Yeah, just saying it was Jules that came by. Which is amazing in itself.
right, in just a couple of minutes, we are going to have free ride competition. All right, we are going to have free ride here in just a couple of minutes, as opposed to freestyle. Free ride a little differently. 2 riders are going to go out at a time. They're going to have 5 minutes to put together their best showing for the judges, and then the 2 winners from the 2 heats will go against each other in the final.
That's right. It's called a single elimination, and we're going to have them head-to-head. 3 different groups of head-to-head competition for free ride. We've got them headed out on the far right-hand side of the beach now. We'll give them a minute to get out there, get warmed up. And let's see. We're going to have James Hill out of St. Simons, Georgia. He is sponsored by LPW, TC Freeride, Gearhead Motorsports. Thank you, James.
Well, we're going to have, 4. And then Hunter Gaskins is here out of Jacksonville, Florida, 31 years old. Eric Cheek out of Jacksonville as well, riding for Gearhead. And 14-year-old Rick Cheek, the son of Eric Cheek.
Oh, we got both Cheeks here.
We got both Cheeks.
Both Cheeks are going to be exposed to the Atlantic Ocean right in front of us. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to put that on CBS Sports, I do believe. All right, free riders coming in for your pleasure. Paul Lair, the master of disaster.
Well, I know he doesn't want both the Cheeks to go out at the same time to compete against each other preliminarily. So we'll see who he's going to send out. It's going to be hard to tell here, but we'll make it up as we go.
Oh, yeah.
We always do. We'll figure it out.
That's a double horn.
Got a couple of Richters.
Backflip. Something or another.
Hey, Paul. Which 2 are going out first?
I'll let you know that in 1 minute.
Okay.
Riders meeting.
Careful.
Paul Lair.
He's on the clock.
Paul Lair down there, our technical inspector, and he is a free ride freestyle guy himself. Builds some really trick equipment. And yesterday, before he got to the race site, he stopped up the beach here a little bit. He brought his ski with him and went out, put a couple tanks of gas through his free ride ski.
Oh man, I was getting dizzy just watching him flip out there.
I'm jealous.
Not bad when you can build them and flip them.
So we're having a brief riders meeting down on the beach. We've got 4 competitors, so there'll be 3 heats total. 2 will go out for 5 minutes, then the next 2 will go out for 5 minutes, and then the winner for both of those heats, they'll face off in the final. We've got our judges up here. We've got 3 judges ready to go, experienced free ride judges. So you guys are free riders, I'm guessing? So you guys are free riders, the judges, right? Have you ever seen this before? You know what jet skis are, right? You've seen jet skis. You've ridden them. It's okay. So you guys are all friends of Paul's? You're going to claim that? Oh, good Lord. So what is your name, sir? Daniel. Where are you from? Daniel from Jacksonville. Judge number 2.
John Horn.
From
East Tennessee.
And the Russian judge. Where are you from? Scott Stevens from Savannah, Georgia. Outstanding. So we got our judges ready to go. And you guys all ride free ride? You do. Outstanding. You ride these custom Richters and things like that? Wow. Good stuff. Well, good to have you here today, and thank you for participating and judging for us. Jim Hill and Hunter Gaskins going out, it looks like. And we'll see when they are on the clock. Paul's going to give them a little blast, and we'll start. All right, we're underway. The first 5-minute competition, and here we go. And you're going to see some guys do some tricks out here. This is going to be good. These free riders, we got enough. They want big waves. We got enough for them to showcase their talent here. Nice backflip.
Backflip on the far right-hand side.
Both of these riders, Hunter Gaskins and James Hill out there.
James on the white Richter, Hunter on the black Richter. Watch them as they read these waves, trying to catch up. Ooh, nice. Power 360 by Jim Hill.
So they're going to come in towards the shore, eyeball those sets coming in, and look for a nice ramp right there.
Beautiful. Oh, that was a no-hander lander. That was a no-footed lander either. It's a ghost landing.
Yeah, that was a ghost ride.
That is a true ghost landing. Trying to get it powered back up. Remember, he's got 5 minutes.
Yeah, these guys.
There we go. It's running.
They've got some time to get out there and.
Oh, Hunter going for the gold here.
He was.
He did.
So these guys are going to do a series of tricks out here, as you can see, kind of what they're doing, looking for waves to come in. Partial surf riding is part of it, to ride the waves, surf style, and then also use the waves as a ramp to do tricks off of.
Yep, it is a free ride, so they're making this up as they go. Beautiful jump over the next wave by Gaskins, and look at the surfing by Hill. Hill riding the wave in almost to the shore and just powers right out again.
So they'll get judged both by their surf riding ability and how smooth they are in control, and then also by amplitude. How big do they go? How big can they go off these waves and land them? Not just go big, but also land them. And over here on the right, he has got some nice surf style.
He really knows how to ride a wave with that Richter.
Yeah, James Hill's looking good. Oh, and Hunter Gaskins going big right there, really stuffing it.
Yeah, Gaskins going for the amplitude.
These guys putting on a nice show out there, man. This is good stuff, a good free ride.
Wow, I'll tell you right now, Gaskins, I mean, we still have 2 more riders to go, but Gaskins, and a aerial barrel roll by James Hill, as I was just going to say. Gaskins has been getting the amplitude. No question, he's gone high.
Yep.
Hill is riding that surf like really well. Oh, and Gaskins goes up. Hill comes by backward.
Yeah, I think Hill's got really good style in the surf.
Yeah,
really like nice re-entries, nice wave riding. Looks really smooth out there on that Richter, and those Richters are just outstanding for this type of riding.
He's doing his best Mark Gomez imitation out there right now.
There you go.
And seriously, the way he's riding that surf, Mark is really good at that.
Now Mark's one of the best in the world.
Power
Absolutely.
spin. Hill throwing it down. One-hander for Gaskins. Time's running out. Huge air by Gaskins once again. Hill over on the right-hand side, moving over in front of the judges. Gaskins taking that wave away from Hill repeatedly. See, James Hill needs to be a little bit more aggressive with wave selection here.
Oh, came really close right there. That's the one thing about free ride. You got to really keep an eye on the other competitors out there.
All right, and remember, Gaskins went down. Hill has not gotten off his boat.
I don't know if that's 15 seconds or if that's it. I think that's it. They do free ride a little differently. Well, maybe it's 15 seconds.
Oh, and Gaskins gets crazy right in front of Jessica from Water's Edge Photography. I'm looking down that photographer's lens. Watch this.
Yeah,
that'll do it.
She's going to get some good shots from this, no doubt about it. And our first heat in free ride, looking good, man. The two competitors on the Richters out there, James Hill and Hunter Gaskins,
going to town.
And I don't know. You know, James looked awful strong in the surf riding, and Hunter went big a few times.
You know, I got to go with James Hill being almost twice as old as Hunter Gaskins. I got to give it to Hill.
Isn't that age discrimination? Reversed?
No. I'm just saying they both put on great performances, but based on the fact that
you like James Hill,
that tomorrow James Hill is going to be laid out.
Father and son heat.
Okay, this is going to be
right.
the
This is cheek-on-cheek action coming at you.
Yeah, the cheeks, Eric and Rick. Eric, the dad, Rick, the 14-year-old son.
Rick's in purple. Purple ski. Oh, man. These guys are going to go out there and dance. You might say they're going to dance cheek to cheek. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm punishing you with that. Free ride action going on.
Yeah, killing me.
I'm loving the cheeks out here.
All right.
All right. Oh, saving our course, Marshall.
John Bunkowski almost gets taken out by a cheek.
The right cheek.
Okay, underway here. Heat number 2, free ride. Eric and Rick Cheek out there going at it, father and son competing against each other. And they've started out just a little bit mellower than our first heat did.
Well, we got a Rick and an E-Rick.
Yes, we do.
Is that an electric-powered Rick? All right, these guys looking around, waiting for the horn to sound. And Matt,
I think he's trying to deliver sandwiches out there.
I know. He's trying to do his best to get food out to the tower. Matt, you bring out.
Here we go, a little wave face right here.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, Matt. Well done. All right, we're waiting for the horn to go off.
It went off.
Did it?
Yes.
Well, in that case, they are fully engaged right now.
Yes, they are.
Son, Rick, stay a little further out.
They are engaged.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
No-handed
wow.
360. Gotta love
nice. Nice right there. He went big on that bad boy.
All right. See Dad kicking his feet into the footholds, getting ready for something aerial. Riding the surf, hitting that wave and riding it out. You gotta love it. Dad's doing tricks and he's still watching his son.
Yeah, no,
how he's doing. I love that.
Absolutely. Here goes Dad. A little ramp right there. Coming up one more. Is he going to take it? Little slash off the lip of that wave. One more. Spins it around. He tries to do a 360 out of that. and gets caught up a little bit in the wash. Sun's out there looking for a little wave to play on.
Oh, got a little air going on there. It's down, air. Riding in the foam, gonna take a trip up, try and catch that good wave coming in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice maneuver right there.
Eric looking over, watching his son. It's like, oh, he's in the water. I'll just take the judge's attention over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And up. Beautiful 360-degree aerial barrel roll. Eric Keith. Tell you what, it's impressive that he's riding a freestyle routine, still watching his son.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Literally, you can watch his helmet in his eyes. He sets up for the trick. He's in the air, looks
looks over at him. That is so cool.
Love that.
I know, so cute, isn't it? Hate to use that word. Here comes a nice wave for him. Oh yeah, nice.
Oh man, he took a handle pull to the chest.
He's going for it. He's getting some air.
Oh yeah.
On these flips he's doing, 360s and barrel rolls. Very nice.
Yeah, Hunter Gaskins. Look out, you might have a little competition for the largest amplitude going on there.
Absolutely.
That sucker hard.
Oh, I think so. He has definitely gotten some air. Looking for one.
I'd like to be the short, to be honest.
Nice one-footed 360. Barrel roll right there. 15 seconds to go for Eric and Rick Cheek.
All right, Dad looking over. Thinks he's got enough, a good enough run going right now.
Just circling around out there like sharks, looking for a wave to attack. You know, I love it. Nice, one more aerial barrel roll by Rick Cheek.
Yeah, Rick going off.
I'm sorry, Eric Cheek. That was Eric, the father. That's going to do it for round number 2 of our free ride competition. Now we are set up for the final.
All right, we'll wait for our judges to choose the winner of each of those 2 motos, and we'll put them together, and they will be going for first and second. And we'll give our riders a few minutes to relax. They both did 5-minute runs.
Oh, having a good time down there. You can tell them. Little bench racing on the beach after they come in. You see that? You see what I did? You
Dad,
see that
did you
one?
see that? He's like, yeah, you almost landed on me. All right, so we're going to take a break for a couple of minutes. Let our athletes take a little break, and then we'll bring out the final for you. All right, we're going to give our riders a chance to relax a little bit before we put them out for the final, and that's going to be Eric Cheek and
Hunter Gaskins.
Hunter Gaskins. That's the 2 for the final. All right, we'll give it a couple of minutes, and then we'll be right back with you.
us at myfloridameetings.com.
Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Oh, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop. What are you
Viva
doing?
San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493. You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles. I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's a new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Just keep it under the water.
You dare go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny shark sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles. Oh, 2 against 1, that's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my Castillo.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrong...
Thanks for saving my life. And that's going to be it. We're going to start it. Here we go. Our final free ride. Eric Cheek coming into shore, looking at that wave. Go 360 aerial into a tail stand.
Hunter Gaskins with a nice aerial barrel roll right there to kick things off for him, more or less. Hunter Gaskins and Eric Cheek.
Eric riding a wave here, surfing.
Hunter a little off the top, re-entry right there.
Hunter looking for the big wave.
Another one. Another slash. As does Eric Cheek, both working the inside section during free ride here, looking for waves, hunting for waves here in St. Augustine.
Hunter what? Watch the drive here.
Hunter Gaskin working that wave all the way into shore nearly.
Yeah,
and Eric Cheek doing the likewise, comes back in.
Yeah, Eric looked over, was about ready to go aerial, and saw Hunter coming, thought better of it. These two trying to get the best performance they can.
Cheek setting up for a 360 aerial barrel roll.
Gorgeous one.
As does Hunter Gaskin. So battle move for move right there. One does the aerial barrel roll, the next one does. Hunter now, nice maneuver.
Yeah, Hunter's doing a pancake 360. It keeps the boat level to the water, and Eric is doing a barrel roll. He's going around, a little bit more difficult. .180 off the lip of the wave by Hunter. Whoa!
Oh,
and
he
full back.
Wow, he pulls that around and pulls it off, lands it, and drives it out cleanly. Nice move by Eric Cheek.
Eric looks around. Where's my competition? Oh, that's right, nobody. After that flip, Eric looking for another one. Nothing impresses the judges like a couple of back-to-back aerial maneuvers. And there he goes with a nose stab, hits bottom, and then bounces it back up.
Tried to pull that one off. Didn't quite pull it around all the way. Hunter Gaskin's working the inside section here right in front. Oh. And he goes down and turns the boat upside down in the process.
And that was a double-fisted, double-legged face plant.
And Eric said thank you very much.
He was rocking and rolling.
Oh, look at
that
that
wave.
inside section. Eric working that ski in that wave. Real nice
Cheeks
surfing maneuver there.
The air. Eric Cheeks is going off out there.
Well, he wanted to take advantage while Hunter was getting back on his boat and he was upside down and getting right side up and taking off again. So Eric clearly decided, I'm going to take advantage right now.
Do it while you can.
Absolutely.
Hey, it is a competition. These guys are friends, but when it comes down to it, you don't put in the kind of time and money that they do to learn this craft to come in second position. And boy, I tell you what, Eric Cheeks is, he's really just doing it here, and Hunter's having problems with the machine.
I think he got water in it when it went upside down there, and that's probably going to do it. Unfortunately for Hunter Gaskins, because he was looking good.
Yeah.
But Eric now having fun out there, working these waves onto the inside section.
He's putting the thrill in the scoring tower for our scoring girls. I saw him kind of move a little bit as he went by that last time around.
Looking for a wave set wave coming in right here. Nice.
Whoa.
Oh, off the top and a little too much throttle.
Paul Lair putting the horn to him.
Got 15 seconds to go. He's got time to get one more maneuver in. He's going to say, okay, I've had fun.
I got my maneuver.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Thank you, gentlemen. Great free ride today. Really enjoyed it. We will get the results from our judges momentarily.
Well, we thank our judges for their participation. And all our free riders are coming out. What a great job. How about a big round of applause for all of our free riders? All right, we're waiting for the judges' decision. We'll let you know as soon as they make up their minds. All right. Well, our judges are in unanimous agreement. Put your hands together. Our free ride winner today, Eric Cheeks. Thanks so much.
Death, hit back and make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have all the experience and support you need if you or a loved one suffer a trucking accident, car accident, or wrongful death. We're here to help you get up and hit back. Visit us on the web at 904hitback.com.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds. Worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
become memories. When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
Ah, Florida. It's so good to see you again. I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Oh, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop. What are you
Viva
doing?
San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these. You're 9? Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat. Well, I'm 493. You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles. I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Just keep it under the water.
Yeah. You don't go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny shark sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles. Oh, 2 against 1. That's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Ah! Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my Castillo.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have all the experience and support you need if you or a loved one suffer a trucking accident, car accident, or wrongful death. We're here to help you get up and hit back. Visit us on the web at 904hitback.com.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
become memories. When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time. This is where old world charm meets new wave moves. And just about every night, music transforms into magic. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra, Florida's historic coast, where meetings become memories. Visit us at myfloridameetings.com.
Ah, Florida. It's so good to see you again.
I'm an explorer who happens to be a conquistador.
You're not from around here, are you?
Well, that depends. You call this a flag?
Whoa, whoa, hey, man.
This is a flag.
Okay, on a boat?
Yes, of course. How else?
That's not regulation golf attire. I didn't see it in the pro shop. What are you
Viva
doing?
San Augustine!
Hey!
Viva Ponte Vedra!
Yeah.
I like these.
You're 9?
Oh, nice castle! But you're going to need a moat.
Well, I'm 493.
You're also going to need loopholes in the towers to protect the oblique right angles.
I'm very, very fascinated by this ice cream. It's delicious. When you get it up to about 2,000 degrees, can be worked like clay.
Hey, who's the new guy? Oh, he's really good. Yeah.
You ever get it all?
Let's keep it under the water.
You dare go on me!
Gosh! No, that's a really shiny sharp sword.
Senorita, please, that tickles.
Oh, 2 against 1, that's fine with me.
Actually, the last time I was at the beach, my boyfriend takes me there whenever we want to be like fancy and go on long walks and stuff.
Ah! Oh, gracias, señorita. Hasta luego. I have to admit, a man in my profession could get used to this.
But he's not my boyfriend anymore. Now he's my fiance because he went to the beach last time and he asked me to marry him, and I was like, ah!
Nice boat.
Our history is not the same old story. There's always something new to discover here on Florida's historic coast.
You should see my castillo.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have all the experience and support you need if you or a loved one suffer a trucking accident, car accident, or wrongful death. We're here to help you get up and hit back. Visit us on the web at 904hitback.com.
So, you want open spaces, variety, excitement, just 5 minutes alone, relaxation, a tall glass. But you can't have it without big crowds, worry, plane rides, crying babies, crying adults. Until now, your getaway isn't far away. St. Augustine, Ponte, Vedra. Travel intra-nationally.
When do meetings become memories? When history meets hospitality. When grand spaces meet great places. And the Gilded Age meets the golden hour. Here, time off meets timeless. While dining al fresco becomes dancing all night. And tea time turns into me time.
Tell the world. Could not have more fun than being with Rick Lake up here on the Tower of Power. It's lovely St. Augustine, Florida, as we're watching Moto #1 of Sport GP class. Out in front, Billy Dearman on the Billy Blaster. I love that name. That's it.
I am not taking my eyes off Dearman because if you do, you may miss seeing him launched like a missile.
Right. He's done it
off the Billy
times.
Blaster.
So, and let's speak about it, because watch as you see Billy as he made the turn onto the back straightaway. The front of that boat is getting a lot of air.
Yeah, it is.
He's got weight on the back. Look at Johnny Smith, more even. So, I don't know. I think if Johnny Smith could keep it hooked up, he'll have a little bit better top speed. But, boy, Billy is just putting that thing through the paces. Far right-hand side of the course, Dearman setting up. He's coming over. He's making a right-hand turn on the front.
Oh, that was a wide one.
The white flag coming out. Dearman, one more lap to go. And this is where the problem was in Sebring.
Yes, it was.
And I think it might have a little bit
And
to
of course,
do with, exhaustion.
Have we noticed if Dearman has taken the Joker buoy yet? Or, for that matter, Johnny Smith?
I would be lying if I said yes or no.
Which is it?
No, I'm saying I don't know. It could. I would be lying either way.
Well, let's see here if he just saved it to the last lap or if he had taken it previously.
He did?
He already took it, yeah.
How about Johnny Smith? Second
So
position.
Doesn't matter if Dearman's taking it.
He hasn't made it to the finish line yet.
What?
Billy hasn't made it to. Oh, he's still on it.
Wow.
That puts the thrill in the Dearman camp, no question about it.
You saw a little spray out there and got excited, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I saw the boat disappear and the spray go up. I'm like, it's never good. Billy taking his time. He's got the lead. All he's got to do is make it down the front straightaway, wide open. Give him a round of applause, folks. Moto 1 win, wire to wire for Billy Dearman.
All right, the Billy Blaster performed here, Moto number 1.
Yep, it's a good ride for him. Here comes Johnny Smith. Smith got that brilliant gold blaster in that second position, and he's followed through by Glenn Young.
All right, we're up to race number 9 now. Pro-Am Runabout GP, Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock. Moto number 2, of course, it was all Torrey Snyder. Well, wait a second here. Huh. So Troy won Runabout Box Stock, and Torrey won GP. How about that?
Only seems fair.
Yeah, well said. Well said.
All right. Runabouts are off. Quality hardware on display.
Lots
No question.
Lots of talent here in St. Augustine.
And it's a Snyder in the lead. I just can't tell which one. Actually, I don't think that is. I think that's Claude. Is that Claude?
Indeed it is. Actually.
Is this Seth? What's the number on that? 215?
Yes, that is 215.
So that is Seth Neymar out of Canton, Georgia with the early lead.
Wow, Seth with a great start.
Is that a 110 or a 118?
Good question. No, it's one of the Snyders behind Seth Neymar there in second. It's a little tough to tell the difference between the 110 and the 118.
Well, we'll check them out as they come by. There's a little difference in the size of the guns.
We're back up a little ways from the racetrack here on the beach, and even with binoculars, it can be a little bit tough at times. It looks like 110 out in front, or 110 in second. That's Troy Snyder.
Troy looking over.
That's 118. 118.
But that's Troy Snyder.
Torrey.
That's not Torrey. That's Torrey on the 110.
And Troy's on the 118. That's right. So what's Torrey doing back behind those two?
Winning his class.
Oh, yes, yes, he is.
That's what he's doing. So Troy out in front. No, excuse me. Seth out in front. And here we go. Troy taking the Joker boy. I don't know if Seth has done that yet. Let's see what Torrey does.
Junior's up next. Junior ski stock on the starting line next. Race number 10. Both 10-12 and 13-15. Coming up, juniors. Always fun to watch. As Seth Neymar continues to lead this moto number 2.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Seth got the whole shot, and he is not relinquishing that.
No.
Troy Snyder doing everything he can with that Tim Judge-powered machine to get by Neymar, but Neymar's really putting it down in this moto.
Yeah, he looks fantastic, and he is a true privateer. No sponsors. 25 years old out of Canton, Georgia. Seth Neymar looking real strong here. Moto number 2 for Pro-Am Runabout Box Stock.
It was sponsored by his parents' inheritance. That's what it says. Seth Neymar.
Flying down that
Very
back straightaway,
impressive.
isn't he?
Well, he just took the Joker boy, and Troy had taken it the lap before, so Troy trying to get close enough to make a pass on that. But that Joker boy, it's positioned in a way that you've got to be right on your competitor if you want to make the pass.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be within, I'd say, 2 to 3 boat lengths, or you're not going to make it.
Well, Seth Neymar takes the halfway sign from our starter, Kevin Scott, and he's got a couple of Snyders bearing down on him real hard right now.
Yeah, he got 2 rear view mirrors full of Snyder.
Yeah, he does.
Whoa, he stuffs it hard, but stays on.
He spun it out there on that left-hander, and that allowed Troy to really close that gap.
Troy's been chewing up little bits of real estate every lap, catching him here, catching him there. Seth did a great job of holding it wide open there, but was Troy that close behind? Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. And guess who's knocking on Troy's back door?
I'm curious to see if Torrey can get by both of them.
Oh, he can get by both of them.
You think so?
I know he can.
I think so too.
I don't know if he'll do it in this moto, but he can.
I think I know. I'm talking about this moto.
There we go. Troy's going to the inside. Torrey's going to the outside. Yep. Troy's going to be right up on Seth and pass his dad.
This is going to be interesting because I don't think that inside is the way to go.
Well,
and it didn't work. It didn't work for Troy, but Torrey definitely closed the gap.
Look out, Dad. I'm coming by. Where's the horn on this thing?
Now, how hard is...
Oh, well.
Well, there you go.
Torrey almost landing on his dad. Look at that. Torrey Snyder is on... He's on fire. He is ripping up the course now. Troy looked over, saw his son there. Does he move over? No, he doesn't.
He did not move over. In fact, he's pulled out a little bit of a gap over Torrey in the last couple of turns.
Now, I think Torrey was set up to make the pass, and when Dad didn't budge, he was out of position. Seriously.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, I don't know whether Torrey has taken the Joker boy yet. And the 2 front runners have.
Well, let's see where they go on the split. I'm going to guess they all 3 go to the outside. But we shall see. Nope, Torrey goes to the inside.
Yeah. Whoa. Ooh, he went
it
a little
goes
deep
way
on that,
wide,
man.
way wide.
That was a little.
He's overcooking it, trying so hard to catch.
Yep.
White flag comes out. Seth Neymar, 1 lap to go. He's got to keep Troy Snyder behind him, but this would be a nice win for Seth Neymar.
Oh yeah,
a real big win for Seth Neymar.
Look at the battle going on. This is the final lap, and we have 2 riders vying for position to make the pass into first, both named Snyder. Troy Snyder in that second position, doing everything he can to bear down on Seth Neymar. Meanwhile, Torrey Snyder hoping for the opportunity to make a sneaky pass and get them both in this final lap.
A sneaky pass, I like it.
Right?
But Seth Neymar's having none of it. He's got the gas turned on, and he is absolutely ridden race to perfection here in Moto number 2.
Yeah, great job. He finished third in Moto number 1, so a first and a third. That's 4 points overall. A second and second would tie that.
And he's going to make that turn on in the front straightaway, and he's going to take this win.
Oh, yeah,
in front of Troy Snyder and Torrey Snyder. Nice work by Seth Neymar.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Nice win.
Neymar thrilled. You could hear his pit crew. They are happy for him.
And then Troy and then Torrey